What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Once again, back here with another new look rebuild, as today we have ourselves the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas Mavericks had themselves quite the offseason after winning the #1 overall pick in the draft lottery, so let's go ahead and jump in and do a new look Dallas Mavericks rebuild in NBA 2K25. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. We're currently on the road to 50,000 subs. So if you want to help us reach that goal, that would be amazing. Hit the subscribe button if you have not already. Share scenario continues to be updated every single day, like I always say. If you want to find it, it is searchable by that gamer tag under Crushables, BUMAYO, or it is called simply Crushables Start Today. So let's look at this Mavericks roster. Now, technically, this team actually has 16 players on it at the moment, so there should be another transaction they have to make. Spot Rack says that Brandon Williams' contract isn't guaranteed yet. I assume that it will be, but I guess there is a chance that the Mavericks decide to not guarantee and waive Brandon Williams, or they could waive Dwight Powell in theory too. So again, I don't know what their final transaction will be to get it down to 15 players, or maybe they convert someone to a two-way. I don't know. I don't even know. They probably can't do that either. So I'm not sure. XM was their most recent one that isn't official yet, according to Spot Rack. So yeah, it'll be interesting to kind of see what they do. Obviously, to bring in D'Angelo Russell also to avoid or to fill that Kyrie Irving loss this season. Kyrie may have a chance to come back towards the end there. So if we can get him back healthy for the playoffs, that would be great. So yeah, without further ado, get into the rotation for next season. I'm going to go ahead and just waive Dwight Powell for the final transaction, but I know he's the longest tenured Maverick, so I don't know how people would feel about that. But, I mean, I'm not going to keep him after the season, so he might as well be the guy we waive. Now, Power Rank has us listed 6th overall, and also one thing I should mention is that we're all aware that the Mavericks are kind of OP in the 2K sim, so I expect this rebuild to be pretty easy, but I also would say that sometimes when I take control, that, goes out the window. So also wouldn't shock me if this still was a pain in the ass. So let's go look at the rotation though. So it's going to be D'Lo, Dante Exum, Cooper Flag, Anthony Davis, Lively, Gafford, Marshall, Washington, Klay Thompson, and then you have Caleb Martin, Prosper, and Brandon Williams and Christie, all the rotation entirely, which is a little odd, I will say. So this team is actually somewhat deep, and we're going to run a 10-man rotation to avoid that right now. So Exum is probably not going to start. I would be safe to assume that's not going to be the case. I'd actually prefer if it was Max Christie starting, I would say. So I don't mind Exum getting minutes, of course, but I think Max Christie is going to be the starting 2 guard for us. Then D'Lo can get 28. So they can get like 28 apiece. But Flag, AD, Lively, Gafford, Marshall, Washington, Klay, and Dante Exum looks good to me. So that leaves like Hardy, Brandon Williams, and Prosper out of the rotation, unfortunately. But that just, goes to show that, we have plenty of depth. So even if guys foul out, there's going to be guys ready to play. So I will see you guys at the end of year 1. We should get Kyrie back and healthy before the playoffs start, which is going to be hopefully a good thing. But let's see how we do in year 1 to get things started. So at the end of year 1, Shea wins MVP. Flag is your Rookie of the Year. Hero is your 6th man. Wimby's your depoy. And Trace Jackson Davis most improved. Devin Booker, clutch player. And Mark is your Coach of the Year. Nathan Mack is your executive. So here's your All-NBA first team, All-NBA second, and All-NBA third team, All Defensive first team, and All Defensive second team. So Anthony Davis does make All Defensive second team, which is great to see. And then, of course, Flag should be, he's on a rookie first team. So we are the 4th seed in the Western Conference already. Here are your player stats. You had 23 from AD, 21 from Flag, and honestly, in the absence of Kyrie Irving, 17 from D'Lo is something we'll definitely take. 10 and 8 from Lively, 9 and 7 from Gafford, 8 from Marshall, 8 from Klay Thompson, 8 from Christie, 7 from Washington, and then 4 from Exum. And then, of course, Kyrie Irving still listed as out, but I'm going to assume at this point that Kyrie would be back. So I'm actually going to go ahead and make him healthy. So I know he said in a live stream that it's no guarantee that he would be back, but I think Sham said he would be or something. So I don't know. We'll see. We're going to throw him in anyway to kind of see if we can get a championship in year 1 already. So I do have Klay starting as well for the playoff experience, which I'm definitely down for that. Let's also go to a 9-man rotation and let's see how far we can go. So of course, like I said, the Mavericks are usually pretty good in the 2K sim. So it is not out of the realm of possibility we get a championship in year 1, but we'll see. So we're up 1-0. We're up 2-0. We're up 3-0, and we're going to maybe beat them in 5. Yeah, okay. So now we get to play the Thunder. So let's go see if we can beat the Thunder again. Obviously, last time these two teams matched up, we all know what happened. That was when Luka was still here, but it'll be a different story now. So we're up 1-0. We're up 2-0. We're up 3-0, and the Mavs just continue to be unstoppable so far. But Timberwolves are usually pretty good in the first season as well. So it wouldn't completely shock me if the Timberwolves beat us here. So let's see what happens. Game 1 goes to us. Game 2, they even it up. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to them. All right, so big game 5 to see if we can't go up 3-2 on the road in Minnesota. Would be a great start to get a championship out of the way, especially the last 2 videos have not resulted in a championship, but we will go down 3-2. So 101 and 129, need a game 6 victory in the worst way possible. So I think we bring out the 8-man rotation and see if we can't get a game 6 victory, force a game 7 to happen. So it's looking kind of not good right now. They're going to blow us out, I think. So we did not come to play unless we have a late comeback in us, but no, it's way too late. So we're going to lose Timberwolves, Knicks, and the Timberwolves go on to win it all. So we lose in 6 in the finals. So here are your retirements. LeBron, Chris Paul, Lowry, Nicholas Batum, all calling it. Klay Thompson's not retiring just yet. So let's go to the lottery and let's see what we got going on here. So for the lottery, this won't matter for us, of course. Jazz get number 1. We may have a pick, but I guess we're the 27th pick. So first round pick in our back pocket. Jason Kidd remains the head coach. Let's head to draft night and let's see what we can get with the 27th pick in this draft. So at 27, we have, I guess this is where we're going to go with this. So welcome from UConn, Mr. Silas Demery. So I like having him, and Otis O's, which we will definitely two-way. Just kidding, we can't. Okay. Is it because, no, I think I've done this before and it still doesn't fix it. But Ryan Nembhard, of course, I'm going to try to keep around, but I guess we can't two-way Otis O's, whatever. So Prosper will agree to come back, and then Nembhard and Brandon Williams and Miles Kelly, free agents. So we'll worry about those guys coming back, of course, too. So Exum is a free agent, so is Brandon Williams. But one guy I would like to get involved is Jaden Hardy. Jaden Hardy is usually a pretty good player in the 2K sim, so if we can get him involved, that would be nice, I would say. So we can maybe move him to shooting guard back up there, and he would go up as well. So I do kind of like that idea for this year to see what he can do on the last of his deal. So I'm going to go with that. So it's going to be our backcourt rotation for now. Cooper Flag, Washington, who we did extend, and then we did extend Lively already as well. So yeah, we pretty much have a 4 rotation as is. I'm pretty sure we are under the second apron right now, if I'm not mistaken. We are. So it could be in our best interest. Klay Thompson probably going to be calling it. Wait, did he retire already? Or am I tripping? Wait, he's gone. I thought I swore he didn't retire, but maybe he did. I just didn't see it. Huh, he's gone. Okay, well, we have no claim to... He must have retired. I swore I didn't see his name. He must have been down the list a little bit. Why'd they have him all the way down here? Whatever. So he's gone. Unfortunately, that sucks, but whatever. Okay. I run this back with the potential of making some kind of trade, but I think I simply just want to bring back, I would say, probably just Nembhard, honestly. So we're going to just try to worry about bringing back Nembhard. If I can get him back on a two-way again, I would be down for that, but don't know if he would be. So let's see. Let's go see if Nembhard would sign another two-way or not. Ryan Nembhard, two-way. Yeah, he's interested. Let's go. But he's going to wait. So see if he signs it. He does. So he's back on a two-way. We'll take that. Let's go to player progression, and let's see what we got going on here. See how much Flag's going to develop. So we got AD and Kyrie down, but Flag's up to an 88, which is great to see. Marshall's down, and they got Christie, Jaden Hardy, and PJ Washington all kind of having mixed here. So Hardy and Christie are up, but Marshall and Washington are down. It would be ideal to upgrade our shooting guard spot. As much as I like Max Christie, we're all very aware he's not going to develop in anything here. So, but he's on a good contract. So we'll just kind of see. We'll look at our options at the deadline, and maybe there's going to be a trade to be made to upgrade this roster to put us in further position to try to go win it all here. I honestly genuinely have no idea how Caruso is on the Milwaukee Bucks or ended up there, but yeah, I think I kind of like this idea. So we could trade Marshall and D'Lo and get Alex Caruso from the Bucks. I'd be down for that. I'll even throw in a pick because Caruso is that valuable, I would say. He is older though, so I don't know. Like, we could throw in Demery as well, but whatever. So they should accept that, and we're gonna get Alex Caruso on this damn team. So sign me up for that. Did not expect to have that as an option at the deadline, but Caruso out of this team just makes our defense that much better. We did not need scoring, so that's why getting Caruso is a home run. So yeah, Kyrie, Caruso, Flag, AD, Lively, Gafford, Hardy, Christie, PJ Washington, and then Prosper. So we can also shrink it down to a 9-man rotation, but Caruso is an incredible pickup at this point. And then we still have kind of a logjam, I guess. Well, we can move Hardy back to backup point guard now or something, so we'll probably do that. Hardy will go back to point guard. Because we have now, obviously, Caruso. Or we could move Caruso to point guard, too. But I don't mind him starting. I mean, him and Cooper Flag as a starting defensive duo with AD and Lively. Yeah, that's going to be a nasty defense. So let's continue to simulate this season. We're the 3rd seed right now. Pick up Caruso at the trade deadline. I think that's pretty good business. Nikola Jokic wins MVP for the Nuggets. Boozer is your Rookie of the Year. Giddey is your sixth man. Wemby is your DPOY. G.G. Jackson, most improved. Kobe White is your clutch player. Chris Finch, Coach of the Year. And Phillips is your executive. And Jokic is your MVP. All-NBA first team, Nikola Jokic. You got Shea, Luka, Giannis, and Wemby. All-NBA second team. You do get Cooper Flag already making it, which is great to see. And then here's your All-NBA third team. So, also, I probably will end up buying a Cooper Flag shirt. Bro, this color on this shirt, it's probably my oldest NBA shirt I've had. I bought this Luka Doncic shirt from, like, Champs. This is a side tangent. I'm sorry if you don't want to hear this. But I bought this probably, like, I don't even know how long ago. But this color is absolutely cooked. I don't even know why that's the case. But, unfortunately, this shirt is probably going to be retired. I'm not going to lie. Like, I literally don't like how this is right now. I feel like I'm rocking a V-neck or something right now. But it's the only Maverick shirt I have right now. But it's going to have to be replaced, man. I feel bad, but it'll remain in the closet. I'm not going to throw it away or anything, but I don't think I could wear it in a video ever again after this. Or at least, I don't know, until I get a Cooper Flag shirt, I guess, because they're already selling those on Fanatics. But 21 from Cooper Flag, 21 from Kyrie Irving, 19 from Anthony Davis, 13 from Jaden Hardy, 10 and 8 from Lively, 8 and 7 from Gafford, 6 and 4 and 5 from Caruso, 6 from Christie, and then 5 from PJ Washington. So, let's go ahead and see if we got what it takes to win a championship in year 2. So New Orleans is our first round matchup. They have Fears, Hawkins, Murphy, Zion, Derek Queen, DeJounte Murray, Jordan Poole, and Missy. So game 1 is going to go to us. Game 2 is going to go to us as well. Game 3 goes to us, and it's looking good so far as we sweep the Pelicans. We get to play the team we did beat in 5 last year, which is the Spurs. They have Harper, Castle, Vassell, Sohan, Wemby. Cameron Thomas is now on their team as well. Aiden is on their team, so they've definitely made some new additions, I would say. We're up 1-0. They even it up. Game 3 goes to them. Game 4 goes to us. Game 5 goes to us, and we beat them in 6. Okay, I will say, using the Mavericks is giving me some crazy confidence right now because I didn't even really cared about simcasting that series once because I've seen it, man. The Mavs are just unstoppable, but it would be kind of funny and ironic if the Thunder just swept this year. And they do go up 1-0. But we even it up. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to us. And we will beat them in 5. So we're in the finals already. Get to play the Knicks. So let's see if we can take out the Knicks. I will maybe start to simcast this one if this one gets close. We're up 1-0. We're up 2-0. We're up 3-0. And it's the Mavericks, man. We beat them in 4. So kind of needed that. The last 2 videos, we did not get a championship. So it's nice to get one in year 2. But I also know that this is just the Mavericks effect. So Cooper Flag won Finals MVP. I still plan on trying to go back-to-back here, though. So Brook Lopez is going to retire a Piston, and here are some of your other retirements. But yeah, this is probably going to be the easiest new look rebuild we have, honestly. In all honesty, this is easily going to be our easiest one. So the Pelicans have the #1 pick via the Bucks, which is nice for them. So they still have that in their back pocket at least. And then our pick, I believe, is going elsewhere this offseason, but I could be wrong. Our pick is going to the Charlotte Hornets. So staff signing. Jason Kidd, of course, is going to stick around after winning a championship on draft night. I don't think we had a second rounder either. We do not. We still have that Lakers pick, which that pick could end up being really good, I would say. So we're going to worry. Yeah, we'll accept all these other than obviously Kyrie's declining and so is Christie, and Caleb Martin's opting into his player option. Okay, so Prosper and Ryan Nembhard, 2 guys I definitely have some interest in bringing back. But of course, the main thing is Kyrie Irving needs to be someone we bring back, and then Christie is someone we need to bring back, hopefully as well if we can. But we also got to watch our money, you know? Got to watch what we're doing here. And then did Luka Doncic stay on the Lakers? Because I did finally fix his loyalty. So he should stop going to the damn Bulls all the time. So that should be helpful. I finally fixed that, remembered this time. So yeah, he is in LA. All right, so let's go see. We definitely know we got to get Kyrie Irving back. That's a no-brainer. So we'll bring him back, and then we'll kind of see where our money is at after that. So moratorium is going to be over. Christie has no offers so far, so we're good in that department. I do want to bring him back, but let's see how much money we are worth now, because Lively's contract is kicked in and we have 199 million. So we're, you know, still under it. So I think if Christie comes back on a decent offer, we should be fine. And then Caleb Martin's contract will expire. So I think we get Christie back for as cheap as possible. That would be the most ideal thing to do. And then we can try to trade like Caleb Martin, maybe even PJ Washington for something else right now. So Washington, kind of I mean, in a small role, he's fine, I guess. But if I could flip Washington and Caleb Martin for whatever, like Patrick Williams in a first-round pick, I mean, yeah, I guess if the Bulls wanted to get off his contract, I think he has a player option next year. So I wouldn't hate that. He's a good 2K sim player. Maybe not necessarily in real life. Naj Reid's kind of a crazy offer, but I would love to jump on that. We don't need another center. We could just dump him, but I think we'll do the Patch Williams route. Let's acquire first. The Bulls are going to get off his contract. Going to unprotected pick, so we're setting ourselves up good here because we'll have the Lakers 2028 or 2029 unprotected and the Bulls 2028. So I like that a lot. The Bulls get off Patch Williams' contract. So we get Patch Williams in the building, and he will be a damn good player for us. We'll take that, and we'll move him to small forward. Bring him in as we are on our way to hopefully a second championship. So I think the only thing left to do is probably sign Christie to as cheap as possible and sign maybe a minimum power forward. So like, I guess Prosper come out as qualifying offer. So if those two guys come back, let's keep our tabs on them as well. If Christie starts to get offers, we'll jump in there. But kind of hoping to get him for around $10 million a year. I don't know if I'm going to be able to achieve that, but that is the goal. So he's going down slowly. Prosper will probably come back as qualifying offer unless, I mean, yeah, $5 million a year is not bad, so we'll do that. And then Christie, let's see how much she's gonna want. So $12 million a year. I mean, it's not necessarily the $10 million I was looking for, but I'm cool with that. So we'll get these two guys back up for as cheap as possible. Kyrie is down one overall, which does suck, but all in all, this team is looking in good, in a good place as Cooper Flag's up to a 93. So as I mentioned, easiest rebuild we've had so far. So let's go see if we can go back to back to win another championship. Cooper Flag wins MVP at the end of year 3, representing the Mavericks. Here is your Rookie of the Year and 6-man, going to Fox and Mika on the same team, that being the Wizards. Yakachona is most improved, and Devin Booker is your clutch player. Kid Coach here at 67 and 15, and Al Parker is your executive. So, are we surprised at 67 and 15? No, not really, but Cooper Flag, all defensive first team, and all defensive second team for Anthony Davis. So, I have to imagine our defense is like the best defense in the league. Like, it'd have to be close, right? But 28 from Flag, 22 from Kyrie, 21 from Anthony Davis, and 13 from Jaden Hardy. So let's go look to see if that is indeed the case. Points per game, 124. So we're our top offense, and defensively, yeah, no surprise. We're the best defense as far as points allowed are concerned. And then offensive rating, #1, and defensive rating, #1. So yeah, things look damn good. So here are your, we already looked at player stats. So let's just get straight into the playoffs again. So Sacramento in round 1. I mean, they got Devin Carter, Levine, DeRozan, Keldon, Sabonis, Yabusele, Chris Dunn. I mean, I feel like we should beat them, so I'm going to confidently click some late current round, and I feel good about our chances. We do sweep them. We beat the Pelicans pretty easily last year, so once again, going to click some late current round, and we beat them in 4. Houston, on the other hand, I'm going to go game by game here because they could be a good team, but I hardly ever see them have some success in 2K, I will say. Below Koulibaly's here, Jordan Poole, Thompson, Kevin Durant, Jabari, and Şengün. Game 1 does go to us, though. Game 2 goes to us as well. 3-0, and yeah, we beat them. All right, it's going to be New York or Miami. It is the Knicks again. We beat them very easily last year, so I have to presume that'll be the case again. 2-0, 3-0. It's just too easy out here, man. We didn't even lose a single game, bro. So we win a championship, going 16-0 in the playoffs. Not going to take all the credit in the world. I'm not going to pretend I'm freaking good at what I'm doing right now. This team is just that dominant, as we've all seen. So we're going to go for the three-peat, though. We might as well in this video. I think the last time I had a chance, I didn't do it because I didn't want to end on a bad note. But this is a good opportunity to go for a three-peat, I would say. And is that Lakers pick good? Or no, that's not quite. The Bulls pick, though, is that good? I'm not paying. Oh, wow, we're the 4th pick. I didn't even notice that. So we have the 4th overall pick, which is crazy. So I would have loved to have seen the odds on that, but I forgot about trading for that pick. So Jason Kidd, he may have retired. Nope, he's still here. Let's keep it going with him, right? So he's going to stick around. Let's head to draft night. We get to add a player at the 4th overall pick, which is just fantastic. So what do we need to add here, though? That is going to be the question. I guess pretty much nothing. I guess it just kind of depends on what the best player available is. So everyone's going to be Aladuton. Yeah, I totally butchered that. Don't know the name. Nathan Solomon to LA, and then San Antonio gets Paul. Okay. For us, we got Lincoln Cosby, Gabe Neesmith. I guess I'll take Gabe Neesmith here out of Florida. I don't know if he has any relation to Aaron Neesmith, but welcome. So 77 overall. Williams is going to accept, so he's ready to run it back again. And yeah, I don't expect much movement this offseason. I think this team basically, other than bringing back Jaden Hardy, is going to be going for it. Actually, you know what? We may not bring back Jaden Hardy because I think Mr. Demery is ready, and we got to be cheap. So we're not going to bring him back, unfortunately. So yeah, Demery's probably going to be ready to play some minutes, and Gabe Neesmith just drafted, so I don't think Hardy's necessary anymore. Let's go straight to player progression. Let's see if Flag goes up to a 99 overall or whatever for some reason, and then we can be a three-peat team, potentially. We'll see, though. So we got Flag up to a 96. Kyrie is down to an 88. Jeremy's up to a 77, so it's not quite what Jaden Hardy was, but we'll still take it. Not much development outside of that. So let's go into year number 4, and let's see if the three-peat is going to happen in this video or not. So another MVP for Cooper Flag here with 30, 10, and 6. And then Darius in Portland winning Rookie of the Year. 6-man go to Caleb Wilson. Wemby's your depoy. Hero's your most improved. Wemby's your clutch player. And Coach of the Year goes to Jason Kidd. As you guys can see, we went 72 and 10. So, yeah. As I'll keep saying, easiest rebuild of all time, potentially. So here are your player stats. And then we can look at the team stats here again in a second. But Cooper Flag, 30, 10, and 6. 20 from Kyrie, 19 and 9 from Anthony Davis, 12 and 7 from Lively, 9 from Christie, 9 from Gafford, and 8 from Neesmith, who actually did play right away for us. So nice. All right. Well, they want to start Christie. That's fine. All I'm looking for is the three-peat here. So let's go see if we do three-peat. So also, let's look at those team stats, by the way, before we forget. So points per game. We weren't quite a top. Wow, we were actually... Or am I doing this backwards? Wait, whoa, hold on. I must have missed our team. Where were we? Oh, we were number 6. I just missed it. Okay. Points allowed, though. Number 1 defense. Not surprised there. And then offensive rating. We were the best offensive rating, defensively best defensive rating. Okay. So New Orleans around 1. Similar current round. Looking for the three-peat here. We will beat them in 5. We do lose a game this time around. We get Minnesota, who did beat us in the very beginning. But we beat them in 5. Now, San Antonio's had a full time to develop Wembanyama and all that, so let's see if this is going to change anything. Nope, it does not. We get the Bulls, who definitely don't have Luka Doncic, but they have Porzingis and Zion. They don't stand a chance. Get out my face, dude. Okay. Three-peat has happened. Easiest three-peat of all time. Cooper Flag is your finals MVP. Easiest rebuild of all time. Probably the easiest one I've ever had to do. But like usual, we always do all 30 teams. So hope you guys enjoyed it. I will see y'all in the next one. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.